Here it is then, the final race of the FTRL season here in Monaco. And as you can see there with the driver standings, we are 3 points ahead of Lennon, so as long as we finish 2 places behind him, at the very least we will take the Drivers' Championship. So here we are on our qualifying lap. We've got 1.5 tenths up currently, going purple through sector 1, so that's good to see. We are currently on provisional pole, but with an 11-1 I'd expect drivers like Dutch and Ox and Lennon to maybe be able to challenge that. X-Lex moves over there very nicely and we're able to get a good run into the tunnel, and this is probably my favourite corner in the game. Coming out of there into the tunnel, this bit not too keen on, but we drop down second, take that very nice and steady, give a large amount of clearance to the barrier on the left. We do not want to mess with that, as that is pretty much ruining the qualifying lap by itself. But we've avoided that and we are 2.5 tenths up now, still going purple and improving on our own provisional pole time. We very nearly make contact with the barrier there on the right, but we've managed to avoid it. So we're going to swing around here and up to the line, beating our own qualifying time, 10.9 there, so that's a bit of an improvement. Anything in the 10s is a pretty good qualifying lap around Monaco really. So we're going to skip on here to our last effort of qualifying. We just managed to get another lap in there, 10.9. Again, but slightly better one. We can see the Dutch is now 1.5 tenths ahead of us, so we need to beat him to be able to get pole, obviously. So we need to improve our lap time by 1.5 tenths. You can see that we are having a better run through sector 1, and we've gone purple, so that means that we are 3 thousandths ahead of Dutch as it stands. So I'm going to swing it through the hairpin here. We're about equal with our time at the minute, so we're sort of losing and gaining a bit, but Lexan there doesn't move out of the way of the car on the fast lap, so we're going to have to retire from this qualifying session and not be able to give that one a go, but we do still qualify in second with our teammate Dutch out qualifying us by a 10th. So moving on here to the strategy, again like Russia, it's a very simple one stop or just off the supers. We're going to take it back one lap to cut off any undercuts, and here we go. And we're off, and Dutch gets a decent start. But also for once we've actually got a good start. So we're not gonna try anything weird through there. We're just gonna drive it nice and clean, and we are carrying on and keeping hold of position 2. So here we go. Driving around Monaco at night. It's a very nice track to look at night, but again, it's Monaco, so barriers. So we're going to take it nice and steady through this first lap, as is everyone behind me, I'm sure. Amazingly, I think the entire grid has managed to get through there with very little damage, so it's a good start from everyone, to be honest. So it's currently 1-2 for Toro Rosso, which is great. We've got Ox behind us, who's always quick, and we've got Dutch ahead of us, who is equally always quick. Swinging it through there, we don't want to mess up at all now. We just want to keep it calm, drive around. We do glance the walls slightly on the right there, but we don't get any damage, which is lucky. That, to me, that corner's probably the hardest. That's chicane there. It's very easy to clip the wall on the inside or get on the curb and hit the one on the outside. We're going to swing through to complete our first lap, and we've managed to hold P2. So all's well at the minute. Skipping on to lap 8 here. We are still in second place. Driver standings on the left there. As it stands, we are going to take the title by 5 points to Lennon. So if we can keep this order and keep P2, we will take the title. So knowing that, as I was racing, I was not doing any sort of risks at the minute. I was playing it really safe, giving lots and lots of clearance to all the barriers. And you can see we have actually got a decent amount of pace at the minute, because we are keeping tabs of Dutch quite nicely, and we've pulled a little gap on Ox behind us. So we're skipping a bit further onto lap 14 now. Again, but this lap we've lost a bit of time and we're trying to push, and we've lost the car there. We've understeered straight into that wall and we've got a yellow front wing. So that means that at the end of this lap we're going to need to come off the pit and change that, and also put our super softs on to the end of the race, which should be okay, to be honest, because there's basically no tyre wear around Monaco at all, so that's not too bad. here we come into the pits then. We don't speed, because it's actually quite difficult to speed into there since you're already doing about 30 miles an hour anyway, going around that corner. So we are the first to pit at the front three, and then in behind us. So we're going to change our wing, we're going to put on the super soft tyres, go to the end and hopefully have no more calamities. Nice and boring drive to the end of the race would just suit me, to be honest, at this point. Because I know, as you saw with the standings updates earlier, that I am currently in the lead for the Drivers' Championship, so no mistakes coming out of the pit there, staying to the right of the yellow line. It's a very easy line to overcut, that one. But we do manage to avoid that, and we are on our way again. We've got Ravers behind us on soft tyres, yet to pit. And you see there that Dutch Tricks, I think, has had a bit of a collision with the wall. So he's had to pit a second time, so that means that we are now into P2 despite changing our wing. Oxox hasn't had to change his wing, so therefore he is ahead of us at the minute, but you can see how much we've closed up to him. So Oxox has got a bit of damage at this point, I think. So, but once again, we are still ahead of Lennon, so at this minute we will claim the Drivers' Championship, so we're not doing anything silly, we're not trying to overtake him, because that would just be, I mean, it's difficult enough around Monaco anyway, and with the championship waiting on her, I'm not going to make an overtake, it's not worth it. But I think over these few laps that Dutch will gradually gain on us. He's got to gain, I think around 10 seconds in total to catch us, because he's got to catch Lennon, pass him, then catch me. So he's got a bit of time to make up, but it's Dutch on ultra soft tyres, so I'm sure that won't be a problem to him at all. So yeah, we're just taking it easy, we're just in lean mix. We're not doing anything silly, we're just keeping hold of Oxox in front of us, we're not getting too close. Because he's got to lift off through some corners, because he's got wing damage, so we don't want to have to cause ourselves wing damage by hitting the back of him while he slows down. So you can now that only a few laps later, or like maybe 6 or 7 laps, Dutch has managed to get past Lennon and caught us. So, I mean, he was really quick at this point in the race, and we catch the inside of the wall there, and that means that Dutch is going to get a much better run around this tunnel. We've popped it into lean mix, we're going to stay to the inside, and Dutch is going to send it around the outside. We're not going to fight it, being teammate and the championship, we're just going to let him through. But anyway, that was a great move from Dutch either way. So our teammate clangs the wall there, so he's probably got a bit of wing damage to match Oxox. He's going to chase after Oxox, going to make a move. Makes a move down the inside, great move from Dutch there, gets into first place. Oxox responds with an audacious move over the hairpin, and he's crashed Dutch into the wall and himself. So, not a great move from Dutch. I mean, not a great move from Oxox there, the Dutch move was good, but that means that we are now cleanly up into P1, thanks to them two scuffing. I thought I'd let Dutch through because I knew that he would make a move on Oxox and around Monaco. You never know what's going to happen at that point, and it's worked out. We're now in P1. You can see that we've moved all the way onto the last lap of the race. We are now 7.5 seconds clear of Oxox. So if we can just make it through this lap, we will be the FTRL Drivers' Champion for Season 6. I believe it's Season 6. I only joined recently, so I'm not too sure. Yeah, hopefully everyone can see that the video quality and sort of general editing is getting better with every video, and that's my general aim at the minute, is just to make every video better than the last one, and that's generally a good aim to have. So we're taking all these corners nice and steady, we're giving all the barriers a nice amount of room. We don't really want to touch one at the minute, don't want to lose a wheel. And I think this is actually the first time that I'm going to manage to get round 39 laps of Monaco without crashing. So it's an achievement in itself. But here we go then. We are going to take the checkered flag for P1, a win round Monaco, and the FTRL Drivers' Champion for Season 6. So that felt really good. Great way to end the season. And you can see the confirmation there popped up on the screen. The driver standings after Monaco. So we finished on 88 points, Lennon 82, Dutch 75, Smerton 74, Bellini 64, and Aaron 61. So we end up being 6 points clear, so you can see how we done it there. I only uploaded the highlights of Italy Monaco, because that's when I started doing them. But that's how we ended up winning the title. 6 points clear at the end, so that's a great result. So hopefully everyone enjoyed that, and I will catch you later for the PSGO highlights for the final race of the season.